Welcome into the WBC arena. We've been waiting a long time to see these two get it on. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. There's only one, Ricky Hatton, weighing in at 65 kilos, bang on. Height, 171 centimeters with a reach of 165. Up against them, Juan Manuel Márquez, 5'7" tall with a reach of 67 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
The Hitman, Ricky Hatton, fighting out of Manchester, United Kingdom, one of the most beloved fighters in English boxing history. Juan Manuel Márquez. And when you see this man, you know what you're getting. Dinamita comes right at you relentlessly. He's never been in a boring fight.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Manchester, England, a popular and exciting junior welterweight and welterweight champion of the world, Ricky Hitman Hatton. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now from Mexico City, here is the Hall of Fame four-division champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Márquez.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. No defense for that hook. Beautiful counter punch. Straight right just misses. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of those millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That hook doesn't score. The jab doesn't quite connect. You'd like to see more jabs. A straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Hatton in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning, because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You are fighting the Swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that Swarmer, once you do that, you're giving the man a chance that shouldn't have done.
Stamina is off the charts. That right uppercut misses. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
They miss with the jab. One punch could change anything when these two... Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Round, I like it. I'm happy.
There's the bell for round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Misses with the jab. That hook was thrown with some bad intention. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's dead. That's where the confidence comes from.
Punch, counter punch. This is one of the best rounds I've seen. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. In that last round, they've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other. Hold that thought! Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is!
Hands up, get your hands up!
And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. The stamina is off the charts. Tried to score with a jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Time for the 5th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. Hold it right there. Ricky Hatton has been clipped. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Didn't land that jab. Nice job by him to block that jab. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Hatton in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Barry, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Let's start the 6th. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. There.
And down goes Juan Manuel Márquez. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got level skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
They exchange punches. A straight right just misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Márquez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
To make or break a fighter.
He's switching up. You've been close in this fight.
There's the bell to start round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength. It's preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Well done with that counter shot. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
A very competitive round here so far.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Only catching air with that hook. This fight has a real good flow to it. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the opponent's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell to start round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Rolling the hook, but it doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He's He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Incredible work rate. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Better than that. Don't worry about that one.
And we enter the ninth. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That right hook catching air. The only fear you have with this fighter, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
I'm letting back into the fight that
There's the bell for round 10. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with that jab. Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They miss with the jab. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk about championship material.
What are you doing?
Let's start 11. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just missed with that hook. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. A lot of effort being... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Can't land the jab there. Oh my, that's a game changer. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
A very close match, which shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one's dare do anything out of turn.
Nice job by him to block that jab. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Missed with that right uppercut. I want to think of a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad, isn't it? I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.